Welcome back to Make Me a Fan. I'm the Jag.
I'm Pete.
And today we're with Mr. Danny Limelight, who is the newest, quite possibly the latest and greatest.
The hottest. You gotta admit it, the hottest. The hottest New Japan talent on the scene right now. It just went live not too long ago. So, I had some questions in mind, but we got to go straight to the New Japan stuff, man. How did this happen? What happened, and where do we go from here?
Oh, man. First of all, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's your boy, Danny Limelight. Man, I'm feeling so good right now.
Yeah.
Like, so good. So I've been keeping this on the low for a minute. Definitely didn't want to be one of those guys that was, out there saying too much before he should be saying anything. I learned a lot earlier on in this business through my own mistakes, so I wanted to make sure that I did this right. But yeah, I went to the, first of all, I just want to thank Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, David Marquez, because, him bringing me to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood stepped my game up. I got to work with a lot of good guys, and one of the guys that I met there that really kind of, I wouldn't want to say took me under his wing, but definitely showed me love was Rocky Romero. So shout out to my boy Rocky.
Rock's amazing.
Azúcar! You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He kind of showed me mad love from the jump, and he invited me out to the New Japan tryout that happened around the holiday time, or like fall holiday time, stuff like that. Can't remember the exact date. I went there, I teamed with Mysterioso, and we faced the Regal Twins in a tag match in our tryout match. And we had 5 minutes to show what we can do, and, we did the best we could. And afterwards, I got some really good feedback from Rocky, and he said, that the guys liked me. He liked me. He's always been kind of, I don't want to say he's been a fan. I think that's not the right word, but he's always, respected my grind, I guess, or whatever the terminology is. And
he's observed talent, and he knows that you're coachable, and you want to work, and you want to put in hard work. And clearly, because you're making the LA Lion dojo. This is amazing.
Yes. And so he's like, we're gonna bring you in. We're waiting for the right moment. I separated my shoulder. I knew that I had this thing coming down the pipeline. I knew I had a lot of things going on for me at the time when I separated my shoulder, and I said I can't sit out 7 months with surgery. I can't sit out 5 months. I came back 1 month after the injury. I still have the little lump right here. If you can see it, it's like still ugly, but I came back. I was busting my ass, grinding, training, trying to make sure I was ring ready for when the opportunity presented itself. Then quarantine happened, and I used that time to really, I turned quarantine into my own little personal hyperbolic time chamber, worked my ass off even more. I'm in amazing shape right now. And then, Rocky hit me up. He was like, it's going to happen soon. It's coming soon. Just be ready. We're waiting for that green light because we don't violate that quarantine protocol. And then finally he hit my inbox. He said, this was going on. And I want to shout out to New Japan, Pro Wrestling, and everybody involved in this thing, because they made sure that all the talent got COVID tested, made sure that we were all good. They had all the parameters set up. The seats were separated 6 feet apart. Everybody had their own space. There was tons of hand sanitizers, tons of soap. We shot over where Hollywood usually shot. So once again, shout out to Mr. Marquez and his crew for setting all that stuff up.
Okay.
And they had amazing food. They treated us good. I pulled up. I wrestled 2 matches. I don't know if I could give out these spoilers or not, but
soon we'll be watching. We'll be watching.
I can't tell you who I wrestled. I had 2 matches. Fortunately, they gave me 2 matches, 2 opportunities to showcase, what I can do. I will say this: one of them, is a former Impact champion, a former WWE champion. He was a champion in WWE. He's one of the best in the world, in my opinion. I've wrestled him before. Amazing dude, one of my really good friends. So, but I'm not gonna say his name in case they're trying to keep that a surprise. You guys could figure that out yourself.
I was gonna say the gears are grinding, but man, it's gonna be magic because Danny, we've seen you all over Southern California, and clearly one of the things
I just got that New Japan follow. Oh shit!
So one of the things that Jack and I love is we love going down to Ground Zero, and man, you and Adrian Quest have quite a rivalry going on. Can you talk about that and just kind of what's going on with that, and where do we go from here?
Man, Ground Zero. Whew. Love that place. Love San Diego. Love wrestling in San Diego. I love all the fans down that way. That's where I started. So I always, every time I get a chance to wrestle in front of San Diego fans, I try to, show out. Adrian Quest is one of the best unsigned wrestlers there is. Him and I have amazing chemistry. We had a banger of a match last year at the PP3 tournament in the semifinals at Hollywood. And that was the first time we had a one-on-one match. Before that, we had a fatal four-way match. And then before that was a tag match. So we had that one-on-one. We had that one-on-one at Ground Zero. And then, and we were in like another mixed scramble match at Ground Zero before that, and it's I don't want to say it's hate. I just want to say, when I step into the ring with somebody like Adrian Quest, he's from the West Coast, I'm from the East Coast. There go the superstar right there. Look, say hi, baby.
Hi.
All right.
So it's like, we just trying to show who the bigger dog is, or who got it, who's gonna be hungrier, who's gonna come harder, who's gonna come stronger.
So it's
and
rivalry.
Say again? No, it ain't it's a competitive rivalry. I don't want to say friendly because you saw what I did to him. I don't think that was very friendly, but it's competitive, and it's and I still think that even though I disrespected him because I respect him. I felt like that was my way of showing him I respect you so much. I want you beneath me.
You know what?
Because that's gonna make me feel better about myself. You know what I'm saying?
I understand completely. And after that match, and as much trash as you were talking about New York versus LA, me and you went back and forth a little bit on social media. And
yeah, we did.
Got the New York love, and I can appreciate that. And I know you want to represent New York. However, like you said before, you got deep San Diego roots, and I'm guessing some of that involves good old Uncle Sam, because we saw the feature and championship of your Marine Corps background, drill instructor, all that good stuff. Tell me about your military background and how it influenced your style or your physicality or your presence in wrestling. How did wrestling and the Marine Corps merge?
Yeah, well, before the Marine Corps, there was boxing, so I boxed before the Marine Corps. And when I joined the Marine Corps, I joined when I was 17 years old, straight out of high school. I did 10 years in the Marine Corps, and somewhere along the line, I found wrestling. And in the Marine Corps, a lot of people don't know this, but I'm a first-degree black belt martial arts instructor in the Marine Corps martial arts program. Yeah. So I teach the Marine Corps martial arts program, and I've taught over 400 Marines in the martial arts program, and I've when I started wrestling, I wanted to do, the fancy, flippy, high-flying stuff because I believe that I'm a very athletic dude. I think with my background in parkour and my background in stunts and all that stuff, I can do all that. But somewhere along the lines, I was like, man, I know how to hit. I know how to strike. I know how to grab. I know how to take down. Might as well start using this shit. And for those people that have been watching me wrestle recently, like you can see that my style this last year has changed so much compared to when I first started wrestling. And the Marine Corps is just, being a drill instructor, it was a constant demand. I had to demand of myself, my body. If I'm demanding of recruits, I obviously want to demand of myself. And so with that being said, like when I'm in the wrestling ring, I'm demanding of myself. When I'm training, when I'm working out, I demand of myself. I give my all into everything that I do. And I think that it shows in my work ethic. And if anybody's been following me along these last let's not even go far back. Let's just go during quarantine. If you've been watching me, like I've been doing everything. Like I've been writing films, shooting films. My daughter's been booking commercials, shooting films. We've been working out. We've been training. We've been wrestling. We've been making debuts in New Japan. We've been doing it all, man. Like this quarantine, did not stop me. It fueled the fire. I made the dean's list in college.
Yeah,
like
3.98
average. Golly, I haven't been to school in 10 years. Yeah. And I'm not trying to humble brag. I'm just saying I've been working my ass off, and it's paying off finally.
Yes. You know what they say, adapt and overcome. So you've adapted and you...
Yep, and I learned that in the Marine Corps too. I actually learned that in the streets of New York, so...
I believe it. So I got another question, because you mentioned the movie thing, and I saw the GPA, and I saw the poster with your daughter. You want to talk about that a little bit? What's going on in the movie side, or how that came about, or what's next for you and the superstars you called it?
Yeah. So Wow, I don't even know where to begin, man. First, I launched Limelight Productions during quarantine, which is my very own production company where I am writing, executive producing, casting, directing, acting, stunt coordinating, doing all that myself. And I'm building a big team of people who are just as hungry as me in this industry that's trying to break through. And I've been writing films. Any idea that comes in my head, I write it down, I make a script and push it out, we shoot it. My daughter, man, she's so adaptable. She watches me so much. She learns so fast that she's already done national commercials. For people that seen her in the little cereal commercial, you know, she was one of the cereal kids. And the short films it's really just like projects that I want to see brought to life, and then I cast it with people that I know that are hungry, because I've always believed in, if you have an opportunity to put those that you fuck with on, excuse my language, like put them on. Never forget where you come from and put your people on. It's the people that change up when they get a little bit of thing going for them that to me is fake. I can't mess with that. So I've always been, you know what, if I'm coming on, I want my boy on. Oh yeah, we used to train, let's go, me and you, I'm putting you in this film. We might not be making millions off it yet, but we gonna get our face out there one way or another. And my daughter, she come first before anybody. So every time I write something, if it makes sense to have a kid in it, I'm putting my daughter in it. And just now, like this week alone, my daughter had 2 auditions with Nickelodeon. She had 2 commercial auditions. And just now, we just got the email right before the New Japan tweet, got the email that she got the callback for the commercial. So now Monday, she has another callback audition for a commercial, and she's just grinding. Next week, Saturday, the 27th, we're shooting a film called 207. 207 is a code that's used for kidnapping and sex trafficking in LA. It's a short film that I wrote about sexual trafficking, human trafficking, and I'm teaming with some amazing young teenage stars, man. You know, Paris Bravos, Savannah Laus, Arlie and Ariel Gottsman, like these young up-and-coming actresses that want to spread light onto and shed light onto human trafficking. So I wrote this film, and we're shooting this sex trafficking film next week, and there was a part for my daughter in it of a little girl, the sister of one of the girls that gets kidnapped. And so my daughter's been grinding, reading scripts. She's been studying her script for that film she's shooting next week, learning scripts for commercials and auditions that she has coming up for TV shows. And we just been grinding. And I'm actually like, the reason why I was distracted with you, because I had, you know, the notifications coming up on my phone, but also because I have an audition on Sunday for a TV show, a recurring role for a TV show for a Hispanic boxer from New York.
Nice.
And so that's me, you know. So like I've been, and it's a lot of stuff I have to memorize to shoot this tape. So I've just been hooking and jabbing, and, you know, hopefully, you know, all this is in God's hands, man. It's God's plan for real, because I've been working so hard, man, and I've seen so many people get places that I wanted to be for so long, and I've never been a hater, never in my fucking life. Like I can't fuck with haters. If you a hater, I can't fuck with you. I can't put you in my circle. I can't do any of that. I watch and I'm like, man, like they're there. I need to be there. What do I gotta do? Am I not working hard? Because I always look in the mirror first. Am I not working hard enough? Am I not doing this enough? Am I burning bridges somewhere? What am I doing wrong that doesn't have me there? Not hating on them. I want to get to where they're at and past them. What do I gotta do? And I tell you about, man, these last 3-4 months we've been in this quarantine, I've been working my ass off, and it's paying dividends. And I'm so thankful to God for giving me the strength, the energy, the motivation to self-start myself. Being a father, working out, training, going to school, studying, homeworks, projects, writing, filming, shooting, like all this, that's a lot, man. That's a lot on anybody's schedule, and I'm doing it, and I feel so good.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
look,
fantastic stuff, man.
You hit a lot of different things right there, and I think you put it quite well. I don't even have anything to add to that. Encyclopedia, you got any other questions?
I don't, man. It's so awesome, Danny. We've worked with you and we've seen you at all the shows, and it's fantastic what you're doing, and keep crushing it, man. You're putting in the work, and this is why good work is hard and hard work is good.
Thank you.
It pays off.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
So that's going to do it for our interview with the latest and greatest, the New Japan Pro Wrestling talent, Danny Limelight. Look, man, we've had some fun back and forth on social media about New York versus LA. Of course, we talked
Hey, I'm just gonna cut you right there, because you said New York. This is a W for New York. This is a W for Puerto Rico, because I'm putting on for my city, I'm putting on for my culture, and I'm putting on for my daughter, baby. If you listen to this is a win for us.
I'm proud of you. I'm excited for you. I've talked some trash, but it's all out of fun and love because I'm going to say it. You are prolific and gifted. And we appreciate your work, and I can't wait to see what you do. So thanks for making time for us today, and we will see you next time. Take care. Make
sure everybody follows me on Instagram and Twitter at Danny Limelight. TikTok at Danny Limelight. I just passed 40K on TikTok. Come watch me do my thing on there. And always prowrestlingtees.com/Danny Limelight.
Most definitely. Follow this man. Follow everything he does because it sounds like he's on that trajectory. Like we call this thing SoCal's finest. He is most definitely SoCal's finest, and we can't wait to see what happens next.
Hey, 2020 vision.
Amen. Take care, brother.